week of 2020, and it is Edgar. And some of you may be like, Edgar, he's not even in BYB. Oh, but he has 33 ladies in BYB.
Yep.
Like, that's insane. I want to know the details. Like, how are you able to do that, Edgar? How are you able to get 33 women into BYB? And he's not even their coach. You know what I mean? Like, like Justin is the one keeping them accountable. Usually when you're growing that, like Alejandro, when he brings a lot of women into BYB, he's the one like holding their hand. But Edgar is, I don't think he's playing that role, right? I think Justin is, or Ate Josephine. Yeah, Edgar's like, hey, I'm just bringing the ladies in. So Edgar, please introduce yourself. We want to hear your story.
Okay. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Um, what I would say is how I learned about the Slender Rise program, and it was in August of last year when Boss Babe Josephine, or most of you call her Ate Jo, came to my salon and talked to me about the Slender Rise program. I guess I pretended to listen so she won't get embarrassed. Otherwise, my bonus tip will be at stake. So I laughed with her, I smiled, and finished her with a beautiful new hair color and highlights. And she left as I have another client in line. Within the first week of October, she came back for her root retouch and added a keratin treatment that she stayed for 3 hours. During the course of her service, she again mentioned about the program, but now she became too personal and started pointing to my protruded stomach. Of course, I gave her defenses, but she came up with a very good and convincing information. In all honesty, I was like a bitch telling her I can't deprive myself of food because I am always moving and focused on what I do. And she said, no, you gotta eat in this program with plenty of proteins. And I said, I love chocolates. She said, well, you are diabetic. You should slow down on sugary foods or you have to cut it off entirely. But Kuya, there is a brand that is Slenderize approved that you can still enjoy. Then my last rebuttal was, well, I have to have ice cream every night before I go to bed. She said, yes, Kuya, I'll show you the ice cream brand and you will love it. And I know you will be a very good ambassador to those people wanting to get in control of their health. So I heard the word ambassador and it brought me to memory lane when I have to compete for an ambassador's goodwill title in college, of which, of course, I lost. But then she saw me smile, like my face lit amidst the black curtains in my salon window, because it's still locked down, dreaming of a crown onto my head. All of a sudden, I was already giving her my credit card, and she said, okay, Kuya, you are officially an ambassador in my group. Now, how was my transformation? I was excited that one of my friend Jinky, we started together. We were comparing notes, asking questions, discussing meals, and joining Zoom conferences with Coach Justin. Me and Jinky have a group chat among our friends, and we always talk about Slenderize program, wanting to influence our friends. That weekend of the first week of October, our group went to Santa Rosa Fields of Lights. Me and Jinky planned to bring our own foods and snacks, water and fruits. Came lunchtime, our friends went to the restaurants while we stayed in the van, Durango rather. So our friends felt how determined we were that um, the two of them joined us after the second week. And I was so happy, or me and Jinky was so happy. But what inspired me to become a rep? Ate Josephine always pushed me to be a rep. And she said, you are already experiencing your goal, and I want you to share it to people. Of course, I belong to the dancing group of Geraldine, and I heard that she had the rest of the members joining the program, and I was happy too that my dear Alison Rondes is in the house. That was when I decided to go rep, and little by little, I was educating myself about the products and the company that I would represent. So, how many people did I brought in and how? Well, after my second week in October, I brought in five ladies and one guy, and then so that would be a total of six on my first month. The following month, November, I brought in 12 suspects. Oh no, 12 customers. In December, I brought in another eight people, and in January, I brought in four. So, was I interested in title? Uh, I was not aware of those titles until Allison got promoted, but it was during the BYB Zoom meeting that Sheila was asking to get more people until the end of the year. I just followed my mentor, Ate Joe, to share my experiences organically. So I asked myself, what kind of organic sharing should I do? So what I did, I cropped my first, second, and fourth week top naked picture of myself and started showing it to my friends and clients. I guess I was working towards something in the end. My goal was in response to Sheila's call to hit hard and strong till the end of the year. I did enjoy the process as I have another, no, well, um, uh, I do believe that the mind is like a magnet. So if you're always keeping, or if you're always talking about something, then people will kind of be influenced. You know, um, there is a saying that um, when you put yourself into the mode, then you can attract people with the same vibration. And also go to the saying that, care, because care for me, like C, represents communication. So I need to communicate to my client clearly what they want. So with this program, I would clearly state to them, how it would work. And I would, while I'm doing their hair, I'm already talking them, showing my pictures, my you know, topless picture. And everybody is like so amazed of my transformation because there it is, it's right in front of them. So where can I go wrong, right? So, and of course, if I can finish them to say yes, I would say, oh, I would give you, video, I would send you videos and information, supplies to through your cell phone. And they said yes. Of course I would, it's not just I would ask them for yes or no, but I would directly say, I'm going to send you videos and informations and you will love it. So their answer is like yes. And so from the care, see communication, as I said, I need to clearly communicate with them. A is for attitude. Attitude, like if I'm doing hair, my attitude is always on the positive side. So I am the first one to state to my client, oh wow, your hair is beautiful, so shiny. So, otherwise, if my attitude is like down, would they believe me? Would they look into the mirror and say, like, is this all? So I have to push it. I have to push my product. And, I am the product of the product. So, if I showed my picture and, I would take in my waistline right in front of them, they would like, wow, you know, that is something, they can believe in me. So the last one is respect. So of course, during the, October, November, December, 3 months, I had, clients that are negative, and I would say, I respect that. Whatever your situation is, I totally respect that, and I agree. But if you give yourself a chance to really control your health, isn't it worthwhile? Of course, their answer is yes, because I already, uh, pushed the answer to be a positive one. So instead of saying no, they can't say no because I've already stated that, yeah, they would answer me in a positive way. So that is one thing that I have learned through my profession. In everything that I would ask, I have to push the answer to be a positive. And of course, the last one is enthusiasm. Yeah, enthusiasm. I thrive through enthusiasm. My profession is, you know, being enthusiastic. Like Josephine, she always comes and gives me a good lump of tip because, I'm so enthusiastic on how I would translate her hair into being beautiful. Even if she says, "Oh, Kuya, I want to go blonde," and I still have to control her for that. I don't give everything, but I would control her. Same thing with the client. If I know that the client is so thin and, she doesn't need the fat burner, of course, I would not give her the fat burner. I still have to control that. So I would say, oh, because before they would ask me, like, I don't need to be thin because I'm already thin. So, I would already have in my mind what product she has. So you know, through the through my research and watching, because my coach and Josephine are always sending me videos of Dr. Marlisa, and I listen to that continuously before I go to bed. I would listen, and I appreciate that because then at least I know what to tell, because you can't give 3 times clinical to every person, but it would be good if they really need it. But as Dr. Marlisa said, you need to know what you are trying to, what products are you trying to give them. So yeah, that was it. And I'm still happy that I think that I would go title. I mean, I don't know what's titling at first, but I'm happy. I joined a program. I don't know what to do, but and while I am through the journey, I'm learning. And that's more important. If you really want to, and also this is another home-based business, so this is my business, and I have to do more harder because it's my own investment. And if I can, if other people would put in 8 hours of job in a company, why can I not put that into my own home-based business? You work hard for the company and you're making your the owners richer. Why can't you not make yourself richer? Invest in yourself. And by investing in yourself, you give more attention to your own business. And this is your own business, your home-based business. And when it comes to taxation, there's a lot of things that we can deduct, you know. And there you go. I wish I could do more.
Keep going.
Thank you.
Woo! Let's give it up for Edgar. Let's unmute ourselves. Let's.
Woo! Edgar!
Thank you.
Can you do my?
That was not only super entertaining, but he was.
That was awesome.
Yes, he was dropping so much truth bombs, right? So inspiring. I mean, now it's out. Like he has to control Ate Joe's blonde hair. The more you're talking, Edgar, I just see Ate Joe dying. Like ah. But okay, the way he talks to his potential, customers for the program, if you caught it, he is doing assumptive close. We just talked about that, and he validated it. He said, I tell them, I'm sending you stuff. No, it's okay. I'm sending you stuff. I'm going to send it to you. It's like he's already acting as if they're already getting started. That it's yes. It's that they're going to love it. It's going to be a great experience. It's for them. Like he said, give yourself a chance. I love that. I had to write that down. Like, you tell people to give yourself a chance, because really the person who benefits the most is them. And you have to convey that, because what do people mostly think? Oh, how does this benefit you? For you to be pushing this on me, how does this benefit you? But when you can naturally convey, no, it's for you. It's like what Ate Jo did. What did she do? Also, she started poking at his tummy, right? She's like, I don't need to lose anything. Look, this is for you. So I loved all the tips that you shared, Edgar. Oh my gosh. I want you to go title again so you can talk again. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing your story. If you look at all the comments, like all the ladies were participating and showing their appreciation. It was so awesome. What a way to end this call. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time tonight. Thank you for logging on, and we'll see you again next Wednesday. Let's wrap up week 1 strong. Okay.